What's up, guys? It's your boy Stu Bangas. Hope everyone's doing well. Shout out to everyone subscribed to the channel. Everyone supporting Stu Bangas and Young Bangas. Brutal music, much appreciated. So we threw another poll up on the YouTube page for the subscribers. Two options. One was to make a beat with a vinyl out of my crates, and the other option was to use a sample pack and pick a sample out and make a beat with that. Almost everybody voted for the using a vinyl out of the crates to make a beat with, so we went ahead and did that, and that's what this video is. I ended up rocking with this right here. Really dope Japanimation BGM record from the 80s. It's called the Hiroshima. You know, I'm a fan of the artwork almost as much as the music. I'm a comic book collector, and so these records really appeal to me, just like collecting them in terms of the artwork, and then the music is just ridiculous on some of these. You know, not all of them, but on a good number of them. Look at this. This is an insert from the record. Not all of them have heat, but a good number of them do. And then it folds out. And it's got that. Very sick. And I've never really seen any of these movies myself, but just the artwork alone is enough to interest me. And then some of the musicians on these records are just next level. So that's what we did. We used that, and then gonna see what we come up with. Gonna listen to the record, gonna program some drums, gonna chop up the sample around the drums, and see what we come up with. So shout out to everybody subscribed to the page. If you like the video, if you don't like the video, drop a comment. If you like it, shoot a like on there, and we appreciate everyone supporting the page. All right, let's see what we can find. What's up, guys? So I was taking a quick listen to the record, and came across this, and immediately I was like, yeah, let's use this. So here we go. Yeah, so, I mean, what more can I really say? That's perfect for chopping up. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with that and see what we can come up with. What's going on, guys? So let's program some drums. Got us a kick, snare, closed hi-hat, open and closed hi-hats. I like to set up a track for the snare. I'll put the hats on the same track, and then one for the kick. So I'm gonna try out 89 beats per minute. I'm gonna leave the timing on the grid for the snare, and we're gonna start a bar at a time. So let's see what we got here. Got our snare in place. We're gonna turn the timing off now. Lay these hi-hats down. We'll lay the close down first. I like to do a little bit of velocity change just so it's not exactly alike. So let's see what we got here. turn it up just a little bit. All right, let's lay a kick down. All right, I like that for a bar. Let's double that up. Double the length. Got 2 bars. Turn that metronome off now. I just like that in place when I'm first laying the beat down. So I like that for a little 2-bar loop. Let's double that up so we're at 4 bars now. We'll lay a an open hi-hat on the 4th bar. So we got the open hi-hat muting the closed one. So. And I like to take the kick and make that mute the open hi-hat. So let's try this out. Let me turn that open hi-hat down a bit. Let's hear how it sounds. I really like that snare with that reverb on it. All right, so we're good. That's gonna be our basic framework. We might go in and add extra kicks. Probably won't loop that open hi-hat every 4. We might take it out on the 8th bar, but we got a basic framework of drums that we're liking, that we can then go ahead and chop the sample around. So that is what we're gonna do next. Be back in a bit. All right, guys, so I found the first little part of the sample that we want to use. Let's check it out. I set it up to loop over. All right, so I checked out the BPM while I was away. That's what we got. So we're doing it at 89 beats per minute. If you bump it up 5.18, you'll come out to 88.95. So when I'm getting my first loop ready, I'll usually pitch it up so it's still a little bit behind the beat, the beats per minute wise. You'd rather that than the opposite. If it's too fast, you're gonna run into air gaps, things of that nature. If it's a little bit behind, I find you can always chop it and pretty much make it fit a lot easier. So the golden rule is we want it slower than faster. So let's check this out. Sounds pretty good. And this is the point where you got to decide, do you want to chop this up or do you want to just let it rock? I usually opt to, rather than looping stuff, I like to chop it up just to add little variations. So let's see what we can do here. It's a lot easier to chop it up once you got your drums programmed. It's not to say that you can't go back and change your drums somewhat, but as long as you have that basic rhythm that you want, it's just a lot easier to chop it, I find, with the drums laid down, at least a rough framework of them, rather than chopping with no drums. So, I mean, you can do both, but just something I've noticed over the years. So let's chop it. All right, guys, so we took that section of the sample out, and we're gonna chop it up. Let's see how it goes. So we got a little bit of editing, a little bit of fine tuning to do, but it's easier to do once you got the drums in place. All right, guys, so just chopping it up a little bit gives you a little bit of more options than just the loop. And if you, one trick you can do, so let's go ahead and make that a new program with those chops. And you can see they're all there. One thing you can do too, so we got that loop right there, right? Let's lay that down. We're gonna turn the sample down just a little bit. So we got the loop playing. It's flowing pretty good. But if we want to spice it, and then we're back to the original loop. So yeah, just chopping it up gives you a little bit of, you know, variety for it, you know, just so the listener doesn't get too repetitive to the listener. So that's the basic framework of our beat, guys. All right, guys, so that is the basic gist of that beat. You're gonna go ahead and add a bass line to it and spice it with some more parts of the sample every 16 bars, probably throw something in for the hook too. But you get the basic gist of it, the basic process. And if you want to see how I lay down the bass lines on some of my beats, the last 2 chopping videos I posted, I laid a bass line down. So thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already and you like the content, please do me a favor, subscribe. If you want to, if you like the video, shoot it a like, drop a comment. If you hate it, you can let me know. It's all good. And if you like it, let me know too. And thank you to everyone supporting Brutal Music, Stu Bangas. I dropped my new producer album, Death Wish 2, features Razzcast, self-titled, Psycho Less, Apathy, Timbo King. A lot of dope MCs just dropped with fat beats last Friday. If you need drums, the drums in that video I was using was out of my Brutal Drums drum kits. You can get those at the link in the description as well. If you're interested in more beat making videos, exclusive ones going over like EQing, mastering, programming, things of that nature, my Patreon page link is in the bio as well, in the description. It's specifically tailored for beat makers. So yeah, shout out to everybody. Everyone have a good weekend, and let me know what you guys think. Let me know other video ideas you'd like to see on the channel. And I will be upgrading soon with a new mic. It is on the way, and a new camera. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone be good. Peace.